Let's talk about the Socceroos. I mean, this group is just totally ludicrous, isn't it? Group C, right? So Japan have run away with it. From second to sixth, the only team that has 2 wins is China, who are in sixth. So like Australia, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain have won 1 game each. So 1 point separates second place and sixth place. Top 2 qualify. Third and fourth go into the next phase of qualifying. The Socceroos are home to Indonesia, away to China. These are enormous games. Like, it's just there, isn't it? You're just staring at it going, like, this is such a good opportunity. I know all our Indonesian, Saudi Arabian, Bahrainian and Chinese viewers will be thinking the same because it's how you want every league to look, actually, isn't it?
These are, without doubt, the most important games for us to qualify. Indonesia at home, there's going to be a lot of Indonesian fans there. Hopefully we get numbers out there, Aussie fans, because that's an important game. You'd think China away, and China haven't performed really well in this phase of qualifications. That's something that we can maybe go there and get a win. But again, our fate is in our own hands, and this group that comes in, maybe last one was players were a bit underdone, maybe not getting match time. This one, it'll be interesting to see who he's going to select, to be honest.
When they were a little bit thin defensively. So it'd be interesting to see how many boys from the A-League get the call up this time round. And, you know, if there's scope for any of these young guns to potentially, potentially put their best foot forward.
Obviously, Angus Thurgate is a shoo-in, my man. But beyond that, who from the A-League, who has impressed you so much, do you think has a chance?
I've got Dylan Leonard here, Noah Botic. I think Foxy was at one of the games. He'd know him really, really well. Noah Botic, reward for
being top scorer, right?
Being top goal scorer in the league, right? I mean, for a young kid at such a young age, he's shown that he's playing well above that. So I'd love to see Popper be bravery. You know, in the instance of Dylan Leonard, he's already showed that faith, I think, with Hayden Matthews, right? When he had 20 games in the A-League. I think Leonard is coming up to 17 or 18 games. Again, when I did have that conversation with JA, one thing he mentioned is that he was very mature for a young boy. So I'd love to see Popper be brave in these instances. Indonesia at home is probably a really good game to give them exposure, and China as well. So it'd be interesting. They're sort of my 2 that I'm looking at. I'd love to see Popper go as aggressive as he can in terms of bringing in some of these young boys from the A-League system.
Yeah, I would probably think with this group or these particular games coming up, I'd be going more experienced. I would, if you're going to bring players in, it'd be just purely getting a feel of the environment. And
because you always, sorry to interrupt, whenever you have these conversations, and we do it all the time with England, you pick loads of players, but you don't think, well, if you select someone, you actually have to drop someone else, right? That's the issue.
Yeah,
you can't just say get all the kids in, play all the attackers.
Yeah, but I do like that. You want for him to be going like, okay, who's performing plays, and I think that's probably why he went Hayden Matthews, because he was performing and doing well, and now he's going over to Portsmouth. Yeah. He won't be there because of his injury.
Yeah, and Harry Suter's out as well.
And Harry Suter. So there is a good chance that maybe these guys could get that chance. And I look at Dylan Leonard. I mean, there was a instance there. I think it was a third goal where he won the ball in the midfield. Still had that awareness in a midfield position to play the ball through. I don't know, for such crucial games that you want to put that much pressure on kids. Yeah. But I'd love to see a Noah Botic, like I said. I mean, reward him for his performances. JA says that he's still got 20-30% in him. At the moment, like you would have probably thought Milanovic, a good chance, but maybe has dipped off in form. Luke Bratton was there for the last camp, and Caceres. Maybe you probably won't see a Luke Bratton, but you'll definitely see an Anthony Caceres. So, look, it'll be interesting. It's wide open. I don't have an idea about which player is going to be in there, but I'd be thinking the more
leaning on experience.
Yeah.
Look, for me, I just love rewarding And again, I think you're right, Arch, in terms of that experience piece. You know, but diamonds are made under pressure.
Yes.
Right.
Of course they are.
If we're going to start producing these guns that you're referring to, Maxi, why not reward it? I mean, I'll look at Western United and what they've done this year. They're, I think, second on the table right at the moment. They've blooded young kids. We've got a top goal scorer there and a 17-year-old centre-back that's played every game. Like, it's A+, A+, A+. Again, I understand the pressure that Popper's under, the Socceroos and the country in needing to qualify. But there, at the same time, there has to be an element of bravery. I'm sure there'll be plenty of experience around them. You know, defensively, it might be, you know, Beige that they bring in. You might want to bring in Lecky as well. He's had some minutes, you know,
and
Tilio
too.
Of late, Tilio as well.
Yeah.
So there's definitely options there. It might be a blend of both, like you said, Arch.
Yeah.
A blend of experience and then 2 or 3 young guys to get them in. And then just give them a sniff, give them an understanding of what it looks like to be in camp.
So if you think about like up front, and essentially we've got a list of A-League players here, you know, Goodwin, Lecky, Tilio, Azani. I'll read it all. Volupile, Piscopo, Taggart,
Sapsford, I like.
Borello, Botic, Wality, Zekic. It's hard for me, you say throw a blanket over those top 6, to work out who out of that, I know that they're not all the same type of player, but who is the step above. You've seen them all do good things in games, but it's so hard to know, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you're Popovich, you've got to, if you're going to give someone a sniff of the squad to have a look around, you can't just go, here, you have a look this month, but you're not in next month. You've almost got to kind of make an educated assessment on who's got the most potential, who could actually do a job for me, and all those things.
Yeah.
And it's a short-term game, right?
Yeah.
If he doesn't qualify for the World Cup, it's not great for his job prospects.
Yeah, well, I'd have to agree. Yeah, I agree. I think.
Thank you so much.
No. If you look at that, your Mitch Duke's not playing many minutes. Cassini Yengi's just coming back from injury, and we saw when there was qualifiers when he did throw in a couple of. I think it was Graham Arnold at the time, threw players in that were underdone. It's tough at that international level when you haven't played much football. So when you look at potential and maybe some guys that can do a job, you'd have to say Noah Botic. I love Sapsford. Like he might even be a little dark horse that can.
But
get
better with the
potential
mask
chance.
on.
You like that?
Yeah, I know he might have recovered, but how good is it?